This is a 2020 special edition of the meal cold weather, menu number 666, hell freezing over menu option. This ration is only to be used in the event that 2021 turns out to be a bigger clusterfuck than 2020, and has a few items to help you see through the end of the world. 32-day aged Angus fillet steak, mac and cheese with bacon, apple crumble, Bakewell tart ice cream bar, Old Pulteney whiskey, Bunnahabhain whiskey, individual drip filter coffee, isotonic energy gel, smokes, hot chocolate, extra soft toilet paper and wet wipe, and an accessory pack. It was packed on the 365th day of 2020. So let's break into this ration pack and see just what it includes. Okay, we have a accessory pack in a Ziploc pouch. Freeze-dried apple crumble. Angus steak, also freeze-dried. Bunnahabhain. Bakewell tart ice cream bar. Individual Colombian drip filter coffee. Old Pulteney 12-year-old. And mac and cheese with bacon and red onion. Let's take a look at the accessory pack. We've got some toilet roll. We have Kenko iced coffee drink. 2 packs of Galaxy hot chocolate. Isotonic energy gel. Bar of mint chocolate. Real wet wipe, 2 of. Matches. Tobacco and rolling papers. Coffee whitener. Little hand cleansing towel. Hot sauce. Cup of tea or tea bag. 4 sugar sachets. 2 salt. Pepper. And an expandable hand towel. So there we have it. This meal has approximately 2,500 calories and is designed if the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse come knocking in 2021, zombie Karens take over the supermarket, the shelves of bare or toilet paper, there is no single malt whiskey and no steak left. So let's get started. We'll make some coffee, we'll pour a dram of whiskey, and we'll get the mac and cheese rehydrated. Let's get some coffee on the go. Now, normally in these freeze-dried ration packs, it's instant coffee. But as this coffee's designed for the end of the world, you want something just that little bit more special. As it's going to be your last cup of coffee, possibly ever. This is a individual drip filter type coffee. It comes with its own handy little filter bag and stand to clip onto your cup. So just going to slowly pour some hot water through this drip filter. Okay, while that's doing its thing, let's rehydrate the mac and cheese. It's vacuum sealed in this stand-up Mylar bag, and it's a 200 gram portion, and it will take about 250 to 300 mils of water. I know you want to say it. It's okay, you can. I'm not going to. There's the mac and cheese. Let's try a little bit dry. You know, that on its own would be great as a snack, but it's even better if we rehydrate it. So we added about 250 millilitres of water. I'm just going to zip that up and let it do its thing. So let's check out this Old Pulteney whiskey. It's 50 mils here. You know, this is a really great pick-me-up. You know, if you've having to use a leaf to wipe your hoop because somebody's taken up all the toilet paper and bought 400 rolls from Walmart, Costco. You go in, you're just looking for that roll of extra soft and there's none left. Having a nice dram in your end of the world ration pack will really smooth things along. So this is an Old Pulteney 12-year-old. Toffee, vanilla, hint of spice, touch of smoke, really salty on the finish. That's a good dram. Let's put this coffee filter to one side. Try out this coffee. Freshly made, freshly brewed. I like my coffee black. It's nice, it's a mild roast. And just having freshly brewed coffee would just make all the difference if things were going south. Let's just stir up the mac and cheese a bit more. Get it properly rehydrated. Just licking the spoon there, you can really taste that extra sharp cheddar cheese. Okay, so we've also got some Angus fillet steak, and let's rehydrate this to have with our mac and cheese. I'm gonna do it from the bottom here. You can hear this. Lovely, vacuum sealed, and it's sliced. Let's try a little bit dry. Freeze-dried foods, the flavour is always enhanced. It's really intense. So let's add some water to this and rehydrate it. Could rehydrate it in the pouch, but we're gonna rehydrate it in a little bowl here. So, one last little bit. Okay, so while we're allowing the mac and cheese to rehydrate and the steak to do its thing also, it's becoming soft and juicy and reverting back to steak. I'm gonna continue drinking my coffee here. If that was your last cup of coffee, that would be a good cup of coffee. It's not too strong, smooth, well balanced. It's a nice brew. Let's see how our steak is coming along. Still a few hard spots there, but let's try a little bit. You know, for something being as dry as polystyrene and then being rehydrated, that's pretty good. That's pretty good steak. Okay, let's check out the mac and cheese. Okay, gonna stir this up a bit more. Let's taste a little bit, see how it's doing. Pasta noodles are almost there, almost fully rehydrated. So we'll leave that for another 5 minutes and we'll come back to it. Okay, while we're waiting for the mac and cheese and steak just to rehydrate that a little bit more, we'll try another sip of the old Putney. Such a nice dram. It's one of my favourites actually. Really good one to start people off on. It's got full body, but it's not got that intense peatiness. It's just got a hint of smoke, but has enough body and spice to it just to make it nice. Now, your average Mule Cold Weather is not going to have a 12-year-old single malt whiskey in it, so that is going to be, you know, absolutely one of the best things you're going to taste right at the end if 2021 turns out to be any worse than 2020. Okay, let's take a look at the mac and cheese. It's just about done. I'm going to cut this pouch down, turn it into a bit more of a bowl. It's thick, it's creamy. Smells amazing. Let's taste a little bit. Yeah. Really cheesy. Not that kind of fake artificial cheese, but real wholesome cheddar cheese. Extra sharp. The macaroni noodles are just a little bit chewy. They never fully rehydrate properly, but still that is absolutely delectable. And this is a really decent portion size. Like, you know, if you're gonna die happy on a full stomach. It is probably the best ration pack mac and cheese in the world. I put this down against any other contenders from MRE or British Operational Ration Pack. Like, it doesn't come any better than that. The sauce is glistening, coats the back of the spoon. It's not too thick, not too thin, just perfect. Oh. So good, man. Can't tell you how good it is. Look at that. Have a bit of Angus fillet steak. Let's try a big bit here. You know, the fact that there's a bit of a rehydration liquid sloshing about in the bottom, you know, it's basically like a bit of gravy. Real Scotch Angus beef. So good. Now, there was some Red Devil hot sauce in the accessory packet, and I'm gonna try a little bit of this actually, just to gauge how hot it is. And it's not that hot. It's like a sort of cayenne pepper hot. Let's try a drop or two on this piece of steak here. See what that does to it. Yeah. It's a mild pepper sauce, but if you wanted something a little bit spicy, let's add a little bit to the mac and cheese and see what happens to that. We're almost at the end of the mac and cheese, so this would be like chili mac or something. Oh wow, that really changes things. Definitely get the vinegar from the hot sauce, and just that little hint of heat. Now, of course, this macaroni and cheese would be perfect in an actual meal, cold weather. It's high in carbohydrate, low in protein. So high in carbohydrate, high in fat, low in protein. Just what you're looking for in a meal for a cold weather environment. Okay, so for dessert, let's check out this apple crumble, 150 gram portion. And the instructions say to add 80 to 100 mils of hot water. Comes in a nice gusseted pouch, and the crumble is actually separate to the apple mix. So there's the apple pie mix in the bottom there, and the crumble is in a separate baggie. take the oxygen absorber out of that. So let's just try out some of this dry. It's nice and dry, crunchy. Yeah, that's real American style apple pie mix there. Lots of cinnamon, brown sugar, apple, really, really delicious dry. You could eat this dry, but we're going to add about 100 mils of hot water to this mix. Okay, well, that's rehydrating. Let's have a look at this Bakewell Tart ice cream bar. You know, for a dessert to have astronaut ice cream and apple pie mix, apple crumble, you know, would be a great final dessert. Okay, so Bakewell Tart has kind of cherry fruit and almond. The ice cream is perfectly dry. Has a real nice crunch to it, and tastes like Bakewell Tart. You got that cherry and you've got that almond sort of marzipan flavour coming through. Really, really delicious. Let's while we're waiting for that, let's have a look at some of the other accessories here. So here we have the pack of matches, well packaged. I'm going to get a knife to open this up here. Okay, so we've got 10 matches, strike anywhere matches, and a little bit of the match board. Now, most ration packs have a little lemon hand or some kind of hand cleansing wipe like this one, and never really adequate. You know, you never get the job done. About the size of a credit card, paper thin. You know, you can wipe your hands with them. But, you know, this is alright. But we have this hand cleanse, this compressed wipe here. We'll check this out. Just gonna. Oh, that's hot. Now that's what I call a hand wipe. So definitely a nice addition to the health freezing over ration pack, because you know, you don't know what condition your hands are going to be in if it's for the apocalypse, and you know, you might want to get them nice and clean. Okay, let's see how the apple pie is doing. Yeah, it's looking good. Right. Let's cut this down into a little bowl. So there's the apple pie filling there. Let's try a little bit on its own. Really nicely rehydrated. Nice chunks of apple, like actual chunks of apple. So let's add the crumble topping on top here. Won't add it all, just a little bit, so we got the crumble topping and the apple pie mix. Crumble toppings, really short, crispy. It's got a coating of sugar on it. Just not overly sweet, and just sweet enough. Just enough sweetness to cut through this slight sourness of the Bramley apples and the lemon juice that went into the apple pie mix. You know, between the mac and cheese, the steak, this apple crumble, and this ice cream bar, I am getting full. If we're going full dessert, then we need some hot chocolate as well. I mean, hot chocolate is like one of those real comfort things. So we've got some Galaxy hot chocolate here, 25 grams per sachet, and 100 calories per sachet, so 200 calories in this hot chocolate. I never find one sachet is enough. It's normally too watery, and you know, you can't get a decent cup of hot chocolate. Oh yeah, that's chocolatey hot chocolate. So I think you know, if you're gonna face the apocalypse, you know, you're not gonna want to face it with a whole bunch of ring sting, and you know, often an overlooked part of any ration pack is nice soft toilet tissue and some decent wet toilet paper. you know, after all of that, you deserve to see things out with a hoop that's nice and clean. So 2 nice pieces of wet biodegradable toilet tissue. Now, no version of any ration pack would be complete without a cup of tea. We've got Tetley's tea bag here. It's just the entire British Empire was built on cups of tea, and no British ration pack would be complete without tea. Normally it's instant tea and whitener, but this pack has a real tea bag in it, and the whitener is separate. Okay, let's try this out. And that's what we would call builder's tea. Yeah, just plain old Tetley's tea, whitener, 10 grams of sugar, just something really nice and sweet. Just another drink in the meal cold weather. Nice way to get yourself warmed up. The last part of the ration pack is really sort of after dinner treats. Now, if you don't smoke, then you don't need to use this, but ration packs kind of got rid of any type of cigarettes or any smoking materials, I think back in the 70s. So to have smoking materials included in a ration pack. Try not to get this everywhere. We've got some tobacco, and we've got some papers. I gave up smoking a long time ago, but you may not be, you may be seeing the apocalypse out with someone who does smoke and wants that final cigarette, or, this could be used with other smoking materials in all legal jurisdictions where you can get it. Can't imagine anything worse than having no way to make yourself a nice doob to see in the clusterfuck of the apocalypse that could be 2021. Nice. And there's enough tobacco in this little pouch with papers and roach material to roll yourself a good few hand-rolled cigarettes. Then we've got some chocolate that came in the accessory pack. Bit of dark mint chocolate. Oh yeah. And these are all little comforts of home. You know, things that you don't get in normal MREs or ration packs. You've got your tobacco and papers, chocolate, tea. Still got a hot chocolate here. You know, all the comforts of home. So to top the milled cold weather menu number 666 off, we have a Bunnahabhain Sturadur, and it's a single malt whiskey from Islay. It's not like a standard Islay whiskey that's really sort of peaty and got lots of smokiness to it. Be a great addition to any ration pack, having a dram of single malt in it. But you know, to finish off possibly the last meal that you're going to have, mac and cheese, steak, apple crumble, the freeze-dried ice cream, hot chocolate, cup of tea, cigarette, chocolate, and you've got a really fine Islay single malt. Nice and spicy, smooth, salty on the finish. Yeah. Again, another one of my favourites. The Old Pulteney and the Bunnahabhain are kind of the same class of coastal malt that I really like. So naturally, it would have to be in the special edition Mule Cold Weather. So in case you haven't guessed it, guys, this Hell Freezing Over Mule Cold Weather menu number 666 is a bit of a parody. It's a bit of fun. I've actually got a freeze dryer and chamber vacuum sealer and sort of lots of gear for preserving food and for packing food for, you know, hunting and packing venison and stuff like that. And I thought it would be funny to emulate quite a well-known ration pack YouTuber, but it is quite serious, and there's a lot of technology and a lot of work that's gone into it, and you can actually do it at home, and you can do it a lot cheaper, and you can actually buy these ration packs. Obviously, if you start adding single malt whiskey and to the packs, then you know it's going to be really expensive. But just for, like, you know, in terms, if it was just a straight freeze dried meal cold weather, you could make these up for, you know, a few dollars. Possibly the most expensive thing is, you know, all the packaging, all the mylar pouches, and, you know, to package everything up. I've also added in a few of my own twists, you know, and things that I think that are lacking, you know, like you know, decent wet wipes in a ration pack, and you know, decent toilet paper, and, you know, plenty of coffee, real coffee, these sorts of things. So I've got one that we've tried now. I've got another one that we'll be trying in a year's time, and then I've got another one that we'll try in 3 years' time, and we'll see how they hold up, you know. And it's a bit of fun, but it's also really interesting to try, you know, making these at home, and to understand the process, and, you know, and how to preserve food long term and make it really lightweight, and have a bit of fun while we're at it. So Thank you very much. Stay safe in 2021 and Happy New Year to everyone. And we will see you on the next video. Thank you.